You might think your loyalty card is just a nice little bonus. It's a way to collect points, get a few pounds off of your next shop, or access a slightly cheaper pack of grapes. But behind that harmless-looking piece of plastic, or increasingly barcode on your phone, lies one of the most sophisticated data collection operations in modern consumer capitalism. Tesco's Club Card, Sainsbury's Nectar, Boots Advantage. What these companies are doing isn't just marketing. It's surveillance, behavioral analysis, and monetization on a scale that most people don't even realize. Because the real product isn't the groceries on your receipt. It's you. Let's start with what you get from a loyalty card. In the UK, Tesco Club Card members earn 1 point per £1 spent in-store or online. Every 100 points gets you a £1 voucher. Not too bad, you might think. But while you're earning pennies, Tesco is earning something far more valuable. A complete profile of who you are, what you buy, how often and when you shop. Every purchase, no matter how small, is added to a massive behavioral database. That data is stored, analyzed, sold, and used, not just to serve you better, but to steer you, predict you, and ultimately profit from you. And it's not just Tesco. Sainsbury's owns Nectar, Morrison's has its More card, Boots has one of the most successful loyalty schemes in retail history. And they're all playing the same game.
Anyway, here's the trick, and to start off, every time you shop there, make sure you scan your Nectar card, even if you're only spending £1 or £2. Because pretty much every time I shop in Sainsbury's, I get a notification to play this little game where you uncover your bonus Nectar points. Very occasionally you'll get nothing, but almost all the time you'll get at least 10 points, if not way more, and it literally takes about 2 seconds.
Now, Tesco wasn't just ahead of the curve, Tesco basically invented the curve. In 1995, Tesco launched Club Card in partnership with a little-known data analytics firm called dunnhumby. What dunnhumby brought to the table wasn't coupons, it was algorithms. With every Club Card swipe, Tesco wasn't just logging purchases, it was building a customer model. dunnhumby used that data to create hyper-personalized promotions, rearrange stores to guide customer flow, and even decide which products to discontinue.
So as a retailer, you actually, on behalf of your customers, need to find smarter ways to introduce customers to products perhaps they hadn't known they wanted, or to try things out, and that's both in store as well as digitally.
In the very first year of Club Card, Tesco sales jumped by 12%. Competitors were stunned. By the early 2000s, Tesco had become the largest retailer in the UK, not because it had better food, but because it knew its customers better than anyone else. Eventually, Tesco sold a majority stake in dunnhumby, but only after using its insights to revolutionize retail marketing in the UK and beyond. And so here's the truth. Supermarkets don't just know what you buy, they infer things about your life. For instance, are you pregnant? Your purchases of folic acid, fragrance-free body wash, and maybe larger clothes gives you away. Tesco even trialed baby product offers that began before the stage at which a couple would tell their family or friends they were expecting. On the flip side, are you depressed? Tesco knows this as well. Your decrease in fresh produce, increase in ready meals, and erratic spending patterns are all signals. Or maybe you're economically down on your luck. They can spot it. Based on what disappears from your basket, branded goods may be replaced with own brands, meat swapped for pasta. Maybe you're taking advantages of deals that you normally wouldn't have.
The really interesting bits is there's a real shift here between the retailer and the suppliers, the brands. Because if you're a retailer, you can tell with your data what customers are substituting. Are they substituting, for example, a branded product, could be a cereal for a private label one. You'd want to use that comparison in terms of what's the message you're then saying to your customers, whether that's in a coupon or an offer, or even using your media.
And so this information can obviously be used to target you, but it can also be sold, shared, and used by third parties in ways that feel more opaque. And the value of the loyalty card data isn't hypothetical. Tesco's Club Card scheme has over 20 million users. Nectar has 18 million accounts across Sainsbury's, Argos, and more. And Boots Advantage Card has 14 million users tracking health, beauty, and even the prescriptions that you pick up. A 2023 report by KPMG estimated that retail customer data is worth £2.5 billion per year in the UK alone. A single retailer can earn millions simply by analyzing and packaging its data insights, i.e. you, for suppliers. For example, a cereal brand doesn't just want shelf space. They want to know what kind of shopper will buy its cereal, and Club Card data can tell them for a price. In one leaked industry report, a major supplier said Tesco doesn't sell groceries. It sells insight into customers. And here's where it gets even trickier, the rise of personalized pricing. Prices vary, not just between products, but between people. Tesco's Club Card prices, for example, are often lower than the standard shelf prices, but only if you scan your card. And this isn't just about discounts, it's about conditioning. If you don't scan your card, you're penalized. If you do, you're rewarded and then tracked. There's even a term for this, known as the loyalty tax. And non-members are paying more, obviously, effectively subsidizing the discounts given to data-sharing customers. And they really want you to sign up for this loyalty card. Sometimes they make the non-member price so outrageous that you feel like you have no choice financially but to sign up. And not to mention that loyalty cards obviously create an experience where you feel like you should go to the same shop again and again. Not even necessarily because you like that shop more, but because you've already signed up for the card, so it's just easier. Co-ops even have two different kinds of loyalty cards, one for franchise-style co-ops and one for main co-ops, and the cards don't work at both. It genuinely is trying to encourage you to go to one single store to help gather as much data as possible. And now the loyalty data is always friendly. It's like tailored to help you, wanting to help you save, just for you. But what's really happening is a form of soft surveillance. Your data might be anonymized, but your patterns aren't. And with machine learning and AI, patterns can be traced back to individuals with incredible accuracy. Behavior becomes predictable, predictability becomes influence, and influence becomes, say it with me, profit. And again, supermarkets claim it's all about offering value and convenience, but there's virtually no transparency. You are never told exactly what your data is used for, who it's sold to, or how much it earns them. You're offered a few pounds in savings while the companies are making millions from your profile. And because you agreed to the terms, as we all do, often by not even reading anything, you've checked the box, and that means it's legal. But is it ethical? Are we okay living in a world where we pay extra for privacy? It might not sound like that big of a deal. In fact, I'm not arguing that it is. That's for you to decide. There is an argument that you do ultimately benefit from tailored offers and cheaper prices, and that you don't actually care whether a company knows that you buy pizza on Fridays and bananas on Wednesdays. It's sort of more than that, though, because of the design of the system. You almost feel like you have no choice but to participate, which is an interesting conundrum. Now, there are some stores that haven't quite implemented this to the full extent. Asda, for example, has a loyalty card called Asda Rewards, but they reward you with points when you shop. They don't change the pricing for members or non-members. Everybody who goes into Asda can pay the exact same amount. It's just that the people with the loyalty card might get some money for a future shop. And this seems a little better because they don't penalize you for not signing up, in the sense that you never expected the store to give you money back anyway. Other stores are much worse, though, for actually increasing and inflating the prices for non-members. I have genuinely seen up to 4 times the amount for a non-member versus a member. And no pun intended, but this is all food for thought. Are you a loyalty card person? Do you mind knowing that your data is being sold like it is? Thanks as always for watching. Leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time.